Khenpo sar nyen je Khenpo zu de nyen me zong ne mong lan Khenpo ngab jia ta pe kara ta ngan zeng de ser me dong bai tu je jin lai san ze lo da yen go zong ge zo long ju gen zan che pe zhen de meng ne bur to me ne sai de dong ma le年年就把这个所说的想法当作是结尾给完，第三下来其实也让我少见假期期间过来，都觉进门去把这个的所有全年难改大为一些。第三碰见了没把这有木觉得是难我的见解在动。这辈子个大的那瓦人走大个的松萨个个走，他家人周外跟来本来的姐姐家的不大的年纪，姐姐家的公房都把来修，大家你们周外公民。都结老把的松为家庭来现当等的人间南松。南外见你期间成来你的事将军聪明举本，一切的本年的所人的南门家当家见不满年。三九八的都基金真走，拉玛东巴兄弟的信息把这种。yang da para zo pe san je para jarwa sha kya tu pa la shan se lo ju do job se che wo la mai dong ba yom de de yin je ba da jong ba yang da para zo pe san je para jarwa sha kya tu pa la shan se lo ju do job se che wo supreme teacher Bhagavan Tathagata Hara complete perfect Buddha. Glorious conqueror, Shachamane Buddha, Tia Be homage, Tia May offerings, Tia take refuge, Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha, Tia Domine Mahamane Soha, Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha, Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha, Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha. Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha, Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha, Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha, Tia Domine Mene Mahamane Soha. Dia domine mene mahamene yesoa, 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 omene mene mahamene yesoa, omene mene mahamene yesoa. Omene mene mahamene yesoa, 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 omene mene mahamene Omene mene mahamene yesoa, omene mene mahamene yesoa, omene mene mahamene yesoa, omene mene mahamene Omne mene mahamene yesoha, dombe gale yishe je ozra nazobe nawajem, dadan semjen damje je drba damje sarjen debajem, lamje yonden zerjen de jide zerma dobe sanon barjo. Zambala. Nam mô La Mai Ben Join Jin Re Se Gon Jo Song La Da Jam Jen Kanyam Ma Jur Sim Jen Tan Je Da Para Sim Je Doi Ran Sim Ma Je Dong Be Ngang Mang Gai Sar Tong Ri Pe Ran Ye Aryan Zamba La Ga Sar Sa Ye Pe Jon Yong Be Nor Joy Nilen Zen Rinpoche Ye Jin Je Che Pe Ma Da We Din Den Yom Ro Den De Zen Je Re Yong Kor Den Gan Ro De Ye Go Ran Ra San Zen Jin Dan Jie Wo Nan Da Jin Re Se Jar Wa Se La Ring A Dan La Ma Or Jin Yao Yong Nang lai ran ye me ba yen jia wei zar dong long de jin zang le do ga ra da we tu song ha jian zhen wa zar wong zhe jian ju zeng la sem jian zhi jiong ze su be nge zhe gen de da den be zeng la nge zhe jiang be jiong be ma zhou da yan zang ba la zhe da ya hong Long Bei Ma Zhou Da Yan Zamba La Zhi Da Ya Hong Bei Ong Bei Ma Zhou Da Yan Zamba La Zhi Da Ya Hong Bei Ong Bei Ma Zhou Da Yan Zamba La Zhi Da Ya Hong Bei Ong Bei Ma Zhou Da Yan Zamba Hridaya Hombe Majoda Yan Zambala 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 Hridaya Hombe Baladaya Home Marodaya Zambaladaya Home Marodaya Zambaladaya Home Marodaya Zambaladaya Home Dragane Aran Sizom Jesenara Zezo Bamjara Nyendra Wandangaya Wagaz Washankar Soha Lazo Jede Origin Yenzadem Ranre Mega Dolong de Geven drogen be me len drogen origin no le jen de tra ji jo achi Om Zobawai Jedi Sarva Dharmai Zobawai Jedi Dombengang Yiger Karbojo Redele Ubade Mebanjib Sanje Sanjo Zamba Namju Zernde Reladem Shede Yongse Jirbale Achi Gumdo Ganmo Yene Shamnije Diyanem Nabza Darje Lalo Zorwa Rinpoche Nazoje Jemba Sayena Ngaraje Melonzim Demawong Dada Dizon Ziba Sayona Yejenje Norwenam Zorwa Damna Gendo Damjen Jungwar Jo Ranga Dogara Dave Jingorojet Regarbola Ngaji Gowar Jo Mama Zara Soha Yarande Sarwande Ranza Ranzan Mamande Hong Bezo Om Mama Zara Soha Yarande Sarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hong Bezo Om Mama Zara Soha Yarande Sarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hong Bezo Om Mama Zara Soha Yarande Sarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hong Bezo Om Mama Zara Soha Yarande Sarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hong Bezo Om Mama Zara Soha Yarande Sarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hong Bezo Om Mama Zara Soha Yarande Sarwande Ranza Ranzande Mamande Hong Bezo Rinpoche Jin Dara Je Bimpur Chepse Trinse Cheta Rinpoche Yandara Rinpo Sir Sab Sir Pijin Parjin Lo Nim Min Yob Jin Sor Sao Dara Din Sir Ge Ka Din De Yin So Par Din La Mo Ye Be Sir Nin Je Jin Bi Bo Nye Jom Jora Dong La me ne jin kan zhi zo jie gor, shen le ye din zhi min an zer jin, hen som zo ne bar jin zhi gong de, long ju be zer ga song gen ze ma, Tenpa song ser Drolma de ye la To tam ju kor jor wen chen len zu Jar we ten song te ten wa mo je Zhem jo pe yin chung we tam zi jin Achi che zhong kor dang je ba la So lon chu don 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 ken zhom zu Jar we ten song te ten wa mo je Zhem jo pe yin chung we tam zi jin Achi che zhong kor dang je ba la So lon chu don 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 ken zhom zu Jar we ten song te ten wa mo je Zhen jiao pe yin jiong wei dam zai jin A ji jie zheng kor dang jie ba la So lon chu dong 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 gen Ranye dorje nam jara ma ge je sarve je zo de je de song go rena je zhe ge ran yin jin de to ge sa wong bam ye le ra yang gan zhe ze nam je ma da zhe ma gen jiang yin la ya ong a hong ye Chu ze ngo wo sa me je yi xie de zi ran yin jin nam ba so se ren den Ba ye dong song gang wa re jiu ong a hong ong a hong ong a hong nama sarva da danga ba yom be ge be sarva de ganga de savare na emen ganga na gam so nama sarva da danga da ba yom be ge be sarva de ganga de savare na emen ganga na gam so nama sarva da danga Ba yom be ge be sarva de ganga de savare na emen ganga na gam so om ga rom sarva dharma na den de be na de ong a hong be so om ga rom gan sarva dharma Aden de be na de ong a hong be so ha om ga rom gan sarva dharma Aden de be na de ong a hong be so Ran ye ye ne len je zhe ba ye Ma ji sar zo san we jian kor de Jian zhen xue se sor we den song ne Yi xie le lai zhi ben zha ki ma Ga dang dang la ne be song man ju Qi zhe yin le jie me ge zhi ba 一心一定真正真个了解，头当就个了难得的学色色，难看天上有我不为龙，且把了没人听着的中呢，且因且莫阿去那南沙，绕给多半的是学色色。 一些眼泪就没搁这吧，来当一些当在忘给他，让人听家为听上事，谢谢万丈过当结巴能，南家的东为俺罗州大州，北在这边呀莫冷色冷。 秋真山的日子将做节，当张年的当在萨玛扎扎红巴花也因受拉蒙可当结巴开。 让天别地烂去把的手，人家了也这人就真将做劲儿，另外一上个别上在路。 Sakarge sanje senje Rajonan sabasebe Molamje desedake Donggenro Tereng lala Sanchum benje dongjurge Ransara den Trepdam mezang Sangshen daje Nyemon serve menchon Nazodan Taza renjin budang Agar zende kama zan Terega shuba dale taba Nazo je shing na de zhe den Dang je dang Sema oko zadong Nazo je den dara jin daran de be San ju de Zawa jibe pardin Lama sang yedam dorje nam jön korje san den song song mo yin so chi je zhe le jen kan zhu yu xin kan zhu ma tam sen kan zhu wang ge lo ma sa si su sin zhuo si ma song sang amma nian ge so ge pe zhe dang chen le zhuo mo ma mo kor dang jie xia za man na dong ge zo nam dang ma mong kan zhu ma li dang jie sang kan re xie re jie se pe dang ba na jiao mo zha xi ci ye wang song ma lan mian ri yan qing a jiang zha ra dang den ma jiu nian gor dang jie ba sang da jia dang de nam jiu zhe ba bo go wei la dang jiu jie song me zhou ga jiu den ba ren jin song zai ba le xia yu song ma jiang zuo sang gen chu la dang da la bo jiu tam zhe dang Nyam zhem kong zhen no zhe dong zhem nge Ro wa sen na ra zhe dan den yo so Na zan chung gen sang ge da jia re ne Te da ra sang chi cho gai san mo ye La song ji shen nyam cha se jia re ne Par ju men den jing gen xie wa dang Pen zo san ba chi yen zhe pa re xiu jie de ren la song Bang du do qu ju zhu me wen bang du Den zi se neng Sang wa ye qu ju zhu me wen bang du Qu jin de ge Na zo jie qu ju zhu me wen bang du Me ge de yang Mo ye qu ju zhu ha dang sa jia den zhen jie qu jie zhuo me wen bang du si be ci mo len do wa qu jie zhuo me wen bang du nie de zi wu le sa rua qu jie zhuo me wen bang du yi yin no re dar ge wa qu jie zhuo me wen bang du yar jie jiang zu Dar jie ba qu jie zhuo me wen bang du Jar di me no per jie ser qu jie zhuo me wen bang du Jin jiu jiong xin gong zhou ser qu jie zhuo me wen bang du Song ma me dang ma zha de xin kor ne den yuan no ju jie Te zhen ba yong Ben zo gen de ren dai ki yang de lin Sa yang jiang zuo yin de jie Song man de jin jie nam jie Nin bo den ba ren jin song Den zhen per jie den ba ra zu Da jia me neng kor jie la Ye la zha xi long ju per Si se zha jia qiong gen do Kan ne gu ka dan er so Cha yor dong gen wen zhong zu Chise Drupo Gimi Jeng Janai Draki Sato Ne We Jam So Genpor Shu. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Buenos días. Buenos días. And good evening, afternoon. So today I'm going to share with you where is vacancy. So I'm going to share some teaching from in this book, Achi, the stories. So many stories. Okay, so today is I shared this story, Khenpo, Jimmy Pingso. This holiness Jimmy Pingso story. Then also I go to do the transmission, his Achi short prayer. So in the book, page 114, if you have a book, or just not necessarily have to book also. This just story, story sharing. Most here is our in Chinese Sangha, they know who is Khenpo Jimmy Pinso. It's very then there, our in Chinese Sangha, that knows Khenpo Jimmy Pinso. His disciple is called Khenpo Sotaji, Khenpo Strumlo. They have lots of Chinese students in China everywhere. Then also Khenpo Jimmy Pinso, he has many Chinese students, Sangha followers there. Our in Chinese Sangha here, they mostly knows. So Khenpo Jimmy Pinso, he started the big, university. Actually, first started a kind of a retreat center, slowly become is changed to the biggest university in the Buddhist philosophy school in Tibet. It's called Larongar. I was there also 5 years, studied there, Buddhist philosophy. So then he has so many follower monks and nuns. So in Tibet, mostly teachers study come from his Sheda in the Seta Larongar, different lineages. So when he, right now I'm going to share with you this story. He went to in Lhasa, Digonkaju Min Monastery. So then he has a vision about Achi. So he also did one prayer, Achi's prayer, protection prayer. He created. So that's I'm going to share with you. This prayer protection I received a couple times from him. Kenji Jimin Pinso directly he shared couple times transmission, and then also we invited in U.S. Dharma Center. We invited Khenpo Satom Lodi. He also did transmissions, short teachings in Achi too. So I'm going to share with you this story. Khenpo Jimin Pinso Rinpoche was modern day world-renowned Nyima master who started Seta Larongar Monastery in the 1980s. I had thought the Khenpo Jimin Pinso had some connection to Achi, but there were no writing to that effect, however. Khenpo is said to be the reincarnation of Nanam Dorje Dingyom. So, see, this, the many lifetimes connections actually Khenpo Jimin Pinso has. So, Achi was born, it's called Nanamza. Her name's Nanamza. Nanamza means her parents' family name. So then Khenpo Jimin Pinso, he remembered during his time, Pema Sambhava time, he's called another important disciple Pema Sambhava, Nanam Dorje Dingyom. So Nanam Dorje Dingyom is one of Pema Sambhava's most important disciple. And then, Achi was born actually that family. So Nanam Dorje Dingyom is before the Achi. And actually kind of same family. So that's why there has some, this is my thoughts, okay? Many lifetime connections. But there were no writing. They didn't write down anything specifically mention about these things to the effect. However, Khenpo is said to be the reincarnation of Nanam Dorje Dingyom. So one of Pema Sambhava's disciple. Then, which places him in the lineage of Achi's father. So it's the same lineage, his father. So when Achi, first of course this family didn't have any kids and children. So then the parents went to Nepal and called Soyambon, and there has sometimes people right now the people calling them is a monkey temple. So many monkeys there in the top in the hills. So these parents went there and they did lots of aspirations, stay like monthly there to do the aspiration and have children, The expectation is a son. And then actually that time I think there has a inner temple, very hard to get in. Normally I think their caretaker, they don't let in people inside one. But then they stay a long time and they did lots of aspirations. So this caretaker recognized they really need something important. So he let him then inside, more secret inside, somewhere in the temple there, let them to do prayers. So then that time, so then Achi's mother has a dreaming, like some special light radiating come from east and dissolve to her body. Both parents has special dreams, and then they share each other their thing. We get, accomplishment, our aspiration. We go back to Tibet. We have a son. And then they went back to Tibet. Achi was born. So father expectation is a son, but then girl born. Father first he, little bit no satisfied, little upset. So then I think mother may be upset. The father say maybe it's okay. We have a special son. The girl is maybe can be more better than guy. So anyway, when Achi was born and the chant the Tara mantra, Om Tare Tu Tare Tere Soa, that's why yesterday I shared with you her name's first name is Tara. And then they recognize she is, non-normal and just kids, like something emanations. And that's why her name is Tara. And then she grew up practicing Dharma. Also, all the village recognize she is a very strong Dharma practitioner. So people calling him Chich Drolma. Chich Drolma become change names Chich Drolma. And so then yesterday I shared with you when Jigten Sungkun was born and it become called Achi. So the three names there. And her father is this Nanam family, Nanam. So Pema Samba was disciple, Nanam Dorji Dingjom is this family. And then Kenshin Jimmy Pinso, he always remember he is Nanam Dorji Dingjom. He sometimes remember he's with Pema Sambhava, he has visions. He remember he's Nanam Dorji Dingjom. So that means like kind of same family. Not this one, Kenshin Jimmy Pinso was born, but his many lifetimes during the Pema Sambhava time, he was born in this family. So Nanam Dorji Dingjom lineage. And Achi was born in the 11th century in the same family. There may be connection there as well. So that's my opinion, okay? I didn't find any specifically in the books, writing that said this mentioned. But this is my opinion, is there these connections. Then Khenpo Jinben Pinso had many visions and also spontaneously composed several songs of realization and wrote poetry. So Khenpo Jinben Pinso comes many these different teachings, the rising his spontaneously. So when he rising something, he asks his attending tape record. He asked him to bring the tape. That time we have a tape recording. No, right now we have voice recording, same like this. But that time we use tape and recording. He always the attending always carry his small tape recording. So Khenpo Jinben Pinso said tape recording. Then he comes this spontaneously many teachings, songs. So that's why he has many different kind composed his several songs of realization and wrote poetry. Then when he went to Dugon Kaju Monastery in Tibet, he received a vision of Achi Drolma. So he then Khenpo Jinben Pinso, the monastery Laronga is East Tibet, more close to more China, Chengdu. Okay, so he went to all the Lhasa area regions, different monasteries 1 year. So he went to all these important different lineage monasteries. He went through pilgrimage. And then he went to Dugon Kaju main monastery, so who his Chopa Jigten Sunggun, Dugon Kaju founder Jigten Sunggun, he founded this temple, first monastery. And this monastery is called Dugon Kaju. Dugon is actually lineage is become name is when Jigten Sunggung, he was also like just kind of a pilgrimage monk. Okay, he he received teachings Pamotropa. Is then he when left from that temple because the reason is he has a dreaming. Pamotropa appeared to him, so you give up all the cloth, you need new cloth. And that son, Jigten Sunggu recognized he need to make another temple or lineage. So when Pamotropa was passed, then Jigten Sunggu actually he taken care of his teacher's monastery, a retreat center. And then one night he has this dream. He left from Pamotropa's monastery. He journeyed to on the way different places. So when he arrived at this Digong Kaju where he built a monastery, he arrived there. Dre means actually ya, ya. Ya is called Tibet is ya is male, female is we call Dre. Okay, ya female lay down in the one place, and when she saw the Jigten Sunggu, she get up and circumambulate Jigten Sunggu. She's so happy and running, around him and lay down. She did some miracle things. And then Jigten Sunggu recognized, okay, I have to build temple here. And then where this Ya female receive him, he make temple is above her. De means, Ya female, Gong means above. So that's what Digong means, Digong, okay? Then Kaju is like lineage, like come from what Buddha Varjadara, Telopa, Naropa, Marpalosa, Malarepa, all these lineages. Kaju is like the important, the teachings name. Kaju, Digong means Digong Kaju. So that's started the lineage. So he bought this temple in there, Digong Kaju monastery. Then Khenchen Jimin Pinso, he went into this monastery. So then what happened is Achi Tibet received a vision of Achi Drolma. He received Achi Drolma vision regarding his visit to the Digong Kaju monastery. Khenchen Jimmy Pinso said, when I went to the site of the Digongpa Inn, he went there in 1989. 1989. Two of the nuns in my entourage saw the face of Achi Drolma. When they arrived and were overcome with terror. So this one, we also, a couple years ago, Khenji Stromlord invited in US, he also shared this story. He said he was there too. Okay, so Khenchen Jimin Pinso has two nuns. Like one is his sister, and one is his niece. So Khenchen Jimin Pinso, wherever he goes, he take his sister with her. So that's he promised for her, and he shared many times. During Cultural Revolutionary in Tibet at that time, Khenchen Jimin Pinso, he stay very remote area, and his sister take care of him. So then Khenchen Jimin Pinso, he didn't go through difficult hardship. He have ability to practice and some healing. And his sister always taking care of him. So then when every situation change, then she told him, no, you're going to do some monastery and share many disciples. I'm going to just start with like just a normal person. And she told that him. He said, no, wherever I go, I'll take you. So then that's he promised her, and that's why. So Khenchen Jimin Pinso, wherever he goes, he take his sister, and she's become nun, and then she has a daughter. It's called Khenchen Jimin Pinso's niece, and that is actually in the Larongar's the head of the or the university. Her nieces. So these two nuns with Khenchen Jimin Pinso, three of them saw the Achi. So when sometimes, this Dharma protectors are arousing wrathfully, then most people cannot watch. This is dependent, like not always the same situation. This is another way. Uh, what I was in U.S. like maybe like 19, I think 2018 something like Kenji Tsutomu to come. He was there, so many people out there is everybody get headache. Like this when this Kenji Jimmo Pinso has these visions, and when they're into coming to the monastery, their temple is in the mountain, and below there, there's some value. You can see the temple, and when you see the temple, and then in that place they're happening. So Kenji Jimmy Pinso and his has many there with him. So Kenji Tsutomu say he was there together, and then he said he didn't see, but Kenji Jimmy Pinso he has a vision of Achi, and these two nuns also have some visions Achi there, and then. So most people, everybody is like very strongly headache. Something happening like for power of something. So then what happening is here, okay. 1989, sorry. Two of the nuns in my entourage saw the face of Achi Drolma. When they arrived and were overcome with terror. One of the nuns was my sister and one of my niece. Going immediately to the golden hall, I took the necessary offering ritual to Achi, and with compassionate concern for both others and myself. So this is the Kenji Jimmy Pinso told that So then when he has a vision of Achi, and then when he arrived in the temple, Kenji Jimmy Pinso said, I have got to first in this golden temple first. So he went directly to the golden temple and asked like his attendants like prepare offerings. So they did prepare offerings, and then he did this. I have here the prayer. He rising from his these prayers naturally, his how to say promodally rising from him. So then Kenjin Sutrum Lord, he said when he was there, many people had these two nuns also very strong headache, and they have to find some medicine for them. Only Khenpo Jimmy Pinso, he didn't have a headache. Everyone has headache, and some kind of get strongly, some energy. So then what happens is going immediately to the Golden Hall. Golden Hall is the main temple. I took the necessary offering ritual to Achi, and with the compassionate concern for both other and myself, I spoke on offering and the invocation, which was writing down my attendant. See, then his attendants writing down. So I'm going to share you this Kenji Jimmy Pinso's Achi here. So we have this soul Kulaya created by Kenji Jimmy Pinso, and then in the Kulaya, need also Dharma protectors. If we do the Yadam deity practice and then Dharma protector soul offering, so need a completion every all the practice. So that's why when we did this practicing in Ohio many years ago, so I put the Kenshin Jimmy Pinso, his Achi is into this book. So this Achi prayer he created that time. Here it says by Kenshin Jimmy Pinso, Rat for Achi offering prayer. So this is Rat for Achi. Then each, this masters has always a different vision about Achi. We chant two different form body Achi. One is standing, holding the silver mirror, and the wish fulfilling giver in the heart is peaceful Achi. So we have always in the daily prayer. One is riding the horse, and then also Damara and the wish fulfilling giver. So that's the Rath for Achi. So these two is more generally, of course, we practicing. But then many diversity teacher has different vision about Achi, not always the same, we have two different images. Then another, this Rath for one. So, so then, in this time, also I have in the book little bit, another teacher is called Dribju Jingha Rinpoche. He's in Tibet right now. He has the it's like biggest monastery in Digon Kaju tradition. Kind of he's like similar as Khenjin Jimipin. So it's so many students he has. He and I'm together long time ago in Seta Laronga Khenjin Jimipinso place. So now he has big temple in Tibet and so many followers. And he also composed so many Achi texts. He has many visions about Achis. Sometimes a dream, sometimes visions. So when he performing some special, ceremonies, then he always have a vision about Achi. And he create many different sadhanas. So Achi practice is also actually treasure in Zambala. People who has poverty, suffering, they practice Achi and bring some, lucks, good lucks. That's the reason she holding wish fulfilling giver in her left hand. So Achi is a Zambala practice. Achi is a long life practice. Achi is then of course Yedam deity practice. And many diversity ways you can practice. So they also have a diversity sadhana. This I told you the one of Dribju Jingha Rinpoche, he created many diversity sadhanas. So some I have here already in this book. Connected him and some part he shared. Then Achi, she did herself many practice. So some practice is not allowed to public. Called Achi Bevom. Bevom means like, how to say the, you're not allowed to see. Kind of like sacred object or, like only there's some teachers like have ability to see. Then the Bevom has many diversity kind of practice. So right now we're doing this practice is also some part of come from Bevom, but it's releasing from there, And so we're allowed to do practice. So anyway, many diversity practice Achi. So this is the Khenjin Jimmy Pinzo. He has vision about Achi is Rath for one. What he sees is here is mentioned the sky blue of Mortin et azurite exquisite in your youthfulness. So he see the Achi is kind of youthfully blue color, in the space. Then the stands of your blood, color here hanging below, you like a wear something, wear. Tamdo rarpa sermek japkep. So she has like hairs, it's kind of more wrathfully blood hair, like kind of Vajra Yogini hairs. Then it's all the like hairs go blood behind her body. Then she has with one face and two hands, the right holding a tugok chipper. So kind of Achi is vision is like kind of Vajra Yogini way. She holding is a dugong knife in the right hand. So in the left hand, while the left holds the fresh red heart of a hostile spirit to your mouth. So same is in the Ekadzati, in the another Dharma protector Nyingma tradition Dzogchen lineage protection is called Ekadzati. She has like this holding is left holds the fresh red heart. So similar, Achi also holding that house the spirit to your mouth. So means all the negative energy is drinking and dissolving. So your three stirring eyes cause the three words to tremble. So her eyes has become very wrathfully, moving the eyes is almost like moving whole space. Then bring peace to those of your fortunate children. So fortunate children means become who we practice Achi, and then she bring the peace for practitioners, fortunate children, whose commitment is strong, who has strong commitment for practitioner, has Achi is like taking care same as a child, bring the peace. Considering them with a profound loving kindness from the very depths of your heart. So it's taking care, Dharma practitioners, Achi taking care same as like own child, lovingly, kindnessly, peacefully. As we make offering to you, so Kenji Jimmy Pinto say we making offering to you. Please become our patron deity. When we call upon you, please become our friend and companion. So we're calling Achi, she helps become our friend, kind of the same as become also companion. To Achi children, Lamb of the Dharma, and to all her retinue, I pray and make offerings, enthroning you in power. May all your wishes be fulfilled. So we offering to, wish fulfill Achi. And in accord with the coming of the master of pure awareness of your Yori. So it's Achi also, promise from many these lineage masters. She say I'm going to protect Dharma practitioners. So then Kenji Jimmy Pinso reminding here. So you have all these promises from these, masters, and they also do not transgress your solemn oath and bonds with myself, the yogins. So he also calling. Also I'm letting you know and reminding your out, and be please protecting. In any way whatsoever, and perform my enlightening activities is for. More particularly, may the teaching of the oral transmission of the Digon Kaju lineage come to completely fill the entire earth. So his aspiration, Kenji Jimmy Pinto aspiration is his aspiration is this specifically, more particularly this may the teaching of the oral transmission of Digon Kaju come to completely fill the entire earth. So he wishing, Achi's blessing, protection, fill the earth means like go to in the world. The various orders of monastic community kept their accepted ethical practice pure, and the power of wealth and patrons and donors increase. Severely realize all the gods in their entirety. So then Khenpo Jimmy Pinso aspiration, his aspiration is specifically, particularly Digong Kaju, this oral teachings spread in the world, and all the Sangha has good ethical discipline, and all the portraying, who donors has good, become power of worth, and the portrays and the power of worth and the portrays and the donors increase. Then safely realize all the goals in their entirety. So that's his this prayer aspiration. So here, then what here says, these are the words of Khenpo Jimmy Pinso when on the occasion of the presentation of an endowment at Layor Tang. Layor Tang is the dome below the monastery. The Layor Tang is when Jigten Sunggung, he shared the teaching is his sharing teaching place is called Layor Tang. He has too many students, so he cannot fit in the monastery area, like in the mountain. So he have to go down to the village and the value. Layor Tang means more below the temple. So he's sharing teaching there. I went to the seat of the Digong Pass in 1989, although two of the nuns in my entourage saw the face of Achi as set forth above. They were overcome with terror. Going immediately to the Golden Hall, I took the necessary offering ritual to Achi, and with compassionate concern for both Ma, Messer, and others, spoke this offering and invocation, which was written down by my attendant. So that's a writing down by his attendant, and come from Khenpo Jimmy Pinso. Then, okay, here it says, when Khenpo Tsutum Lodi. So now his Khenpo Tsutum Lodi is the Khenpo Jimmy Pinso's, is kind of lineage holder. So we mostly, we recognize. Who is Khenpo Jimmy Pinso's lineage holder? Recently come to the United States. He visited Ohio for a few days and gave transmissions for this prayer. He gave in Washington, D.C. as well. So then we also organized his teaching in the Washington, D.C. There has a new NY University. So in that time also he shared this Achi too as well. Khenpo Tsutum Lodi was with Khenpo Jimmy Pinso. Pinso at the Digong Kaju Monastery when the Achi vision occurred. As he had going to the monastery, eager to prepare for Khenpo arrival. So Khenpo Tsutum Lodi, he shared, this come from him. He told me, he said he had to go a couple of days early. Khenpo Jimmy Pinso, he went to this Digong Kaju Monastery, preparing for Khenpo Jimmy Pinso's coming. So then Khenpo Jimmy Pinso is coming. When they went to in the Layor Tang receive Khenpo Jimmy Pinso, when there people receiving him, monasteries, monks, everybody receiving him, Layor Tang, and then Achi also, receiving him. So then Achi receiving him is like only Khenpo Jimmy Pinso. These two nuns has visions. Other didn't see anything. But everybody has like very strong energy. Some people get, headache. Some people get vomit. He said that's happening in that time. So then Khenpo Jimmy Pinso said this is a power of Achi. So he went to in the monastery, Golden Temple. He did these prayers. So prepare for Khenpo arrival. When Khenpo Jimmy Pinso was below the monastery at Layor Tang, Khenpo Tsutum Lodi went to receive the group. He said that the two nuns had a severe headache and could barely stand, and someone had to help them. So almost fell down, Khenpo Jimmy Pinso had also had headache as well. So he said, okay, this Khenpo Jigme Pinso also has headache too. The nun's headache and difficulty standing accord because Achi appeared so powerfully. They were overcome with fear. When they arrived at the temple, they thus had to puja for her, means puja for Achi. Khenpo Jigme Pinso conducted the puja, which arose from his clairvoyance or omniscient wisdom. Okay, so it's finished. I thought it's more there, but that's last. This part is Khenpo Sutam Lord he shared, and he was there. Okay, so he come to U.S. and I talked with him, and he shared that part. The first part also in the prayer, in the house already there. So that's the Achi's vision for Khenpo Jigme Pinso. Then Khenpo Jigme Pinso he did this Achi transmissions many times. When I was in Seta Larongar, he did many times. So I'm going to share this transmission for you first. Jarwe Ting Song Asichi Dromi Sordi Telenyon Drong Hosana Ngushima Lansochi. The Hosana Ngushima Lansochi, Tandora Basen Mekajake, Sharje Sani Yepe Tungodan, Yobedani Marbo Shada Soro, Dami Ibe Sixom Yomsi. Tardin Kadi Bala Shenize, Chunanguja Dromna Dondose, as a children, Hordan Jebala, Solon Chudung Aso Tudankan. Ninse Renzen Jibaka Jenda, Namdir Daga Tazele, Nayamanda, Lenya the Long Chepan to Gonka Juten Banden, Northern Chunga Yonsan Gimbata. Gending Dena Tondan Transaction, Jena Sonan Atan Joaje, Sandomali, Jordan Dropara, Zoom, Kenji Jimmy Pinso Jusuma, Ganjichilo, Chikton. Gubja Jachi Chargolon, Dragon Densa, Third Penny, Liar Thunder, Jordan Nanka, Congress Uno, the Achi Charzek, Japs, and Chanton and Jajan Taba Song Yundo, then Second the Pedi Assis Orgatongi, Song de Parzet Jani, Son Jun, the Son de Chapsi, you get Kuto. Okay, so that's Khenpo Jigme Pinso's Achi story. So know what time we have. 120. Okay, here is one. Okay, this is just open. See, is I share with you. Lama Yishi Rabje. One of Lama, his name is Yishi Rabje. He shared this story. Lama Yishirabje was the previous Chan master at Sanchokling. Sanchokling is in India, Diradong, Digonkaju monastery is a Chan master. And the following are his true story of Achi blessing, protect him while traveling. So when we're traveling also chanting Achi prayers, you get helps blessings, remove obstacles. Lama Yishirabje's first story. I want to tell you my story about Achi. I was traveling for the first time to Taiwan. So he never traveling airplane, he never traveling before. He was born in Tibet, he went to India, but that's different, not traveling by airplane and this way. So this is a different journey. Taiwan, and when I was going through security in New Delhi, I had a new Nepali passport. So this I have many, you do know, especially of course Westerner, here you do know these issues in the people who live in many Nepal, India, Tibetans has this Nepali passport. So many Tibetans have this, so it was not unusual. When I arrived in custom security, however, they took my passport and secured it among many custom police. 4 times they moved the passport to a different art and talk to many other people who are caught like this usually go to jail. And there knows in sometimes in Italy, of course, customs there person with a Tibetan passport in Nepal, even passport is a rare passport, but they wanted to make obstacle. That's in New Delhi always like that. So when he go through the custom and they take the passport and then the one police custom person give to another one, they give to another one, then become more people comes custom people together. They're talking, passport take away. So during that time, so if then many people go to jail. This happening because they take passport and they say this is not your passport, this is not your right, so they go to jail. During this time, I was directed to sit in a chair and wait alongside the custom area. So they asked him to sit somewhere. So then he sit down there. So some these monks also like kind of unusual, little bit have strong devotion. So you need a very strong devotion. You do something prayers, otherwise never can get your power. Okay, and people sometimes are too clever and too much thoughts. Then their prayer does is not powerful. Some has a kind of like different personality, very strong devotion, and so they just believe, and the trust is so strong. This guy has like that. I know him. So then, as I was sitting there, I become very afraid and nervous. Of course, very scared. I was concerned about going to jail, and know it would be very difficult to be released. If you go to jail, then very difficult to get out. So I had no choice, however, but to sit and wait. So I realized I had only one protection. Only Achi Drolma could help me. I had my mala around my neck, and as I took it off, I began to chant the prayers to her with great devotion. So he chanting Achi prayers in the airport, okay, custom. So he's chanting prayers in, he mentioned like we have in these prayers, in the daily prayer. So after mantra, in the daily prayer, so we mostly people, the monastery monks has these prayers have memories. In the daily prayer, after Achi mantra, it's called praise to Achi, like so begin Dham. So we says, beautiful coin of space, Dharma Lam. Your body takes on unwavering stance. So this one, so he chanting these prayers. I had so I began to chant the praise to her with great devotion. I continued chanting and looked to see who had my passport. So he's also watching where his passport who taking there, another way. Port. I closed my eyes again and repeated the chant over and over. So he chanted these prayers again, many times. At one point, I opened my eyes and saw a lady very, very far away, and immediately felt she was coming towards me. So he said, close eye chanting and look his eye open and very far away. The one woman is like coming directly towards for him. I sense a very strong connection and the feeling of happiness, sorrows. He said like when she coming to directly to her, he feeling is like become releasing like fears, become more happy, sorrows. She continued to come close and closer, and as she approached, I could see she was beautiful like a goddess. It was like seeing my mother after many years, and I felt this strongly. It was all a blessing from Achi. So that's his feeling in the he going on another his experience in there. Okay. She was truly the most beautiful woman who has ever approached me. When she was directly in front of me, she asked, "What happened?" I didn't know how to speak Hindu, so he didn't speak Hindu. Another problem. That's why, they don't want to let him go. Speak Hindu. So, with hand gesture, I pointed to show her how they had taken my passport and how it went to all the different people. So he just hand languages, right? Sign language or hand. He pointed his passport. These people took my passport. He showed her directions. So she. So then, okay, checking my passport and how it went to the different people. It turned or she was very powerful and could give order to the custom officers. So looks like she has a power. And after I explained what happened, she took my hand and we walked together. Official that had my passport. She had him stamp. It took it from him and handed it back to me. So she take from passport, get from this custom people and ask them to stamp, and then she give passport him and go. So stamp it took it from him and handed it back to me. She took me to the gate where the airline was already calling my name. Because the plane was ready to leave, as soon as I walked onto the plane, they closed the door behind me. This was truly the blessing of Achi Drolma and would never happen like this again. As I mentioned at the beginning of my story, it is not easy to travel for the first time. I did not know English or Hindu, and my passport is Nepali, not Tibetan. Although the Indian officials understand the situation with Tibetan having these passports, without someone's help, I would not have privilege and arrive at my destination in Taiwan. So he went to Taiwan. Then this Lama is very successful in Taiwan now. He has many disciples, many centers. So yeah, so that's always a blessing from Achi. I will never forget how Achi's blessing supported me in the airport that day. It changed my life, and I have completely faith. Okay, so that's his story. Very nice. You think so? Okay. So now we finish today's stories, okay? So now we go to do the Mahakala Achi. So this in India, immigrations are always a kind of like rude. They're natural. I don't know why is that. I go to so many countries that they are always like that. Last year I went to India from Nepal to fly to India. I have a U.S. passport, but I have visa everything. Custom doesn't want to stem. He calling other people first. And then he take my passport, put there, and he chop others. And then he let me stay, like everybody left after. Then he took my passport. He just get up the chair. He went to office. And then he come back. He smiling. Okay, go. So cannot do anything because just like like that. I don't know why is these people. Then of course that Nepali this passport is like always issued there, and their customs always asking money. Like especially who has Nepali passport, or you speak Hindu perfectly, maybe okay. Passport is always right because you put in the machines, whatever you do, passport is not a fake. Passport is a real passport. But that people don't let in. And you have to pay lots for them. So that's they want. If you're lucky, you can pay, but if not lucky, you get to go to jail. Not easy. Okay, so we finish it there. And then we do the Mahakala prayer. Ho gongze zolo, ho gongze zolo, ho gongze zolo. Bar dorjen gongbo, nakbo chenbo, bar jize chenbo, hergat. Ranjin jinye de jibang, o yishi ze zombo. Sinyen chenle tome de nyamba, mendenbe sodam jen jombe bao. Nanse lande kenje yanje, jinjong jabo, leje kanyin je debon jem. Mebam sikje je jarbo, renzen je nam jeraba be yin de jong. Tam jin zheba be samdin je chu nyurwa, xewen dang dang denba, jebe zinjab. Wande leje zangawa, jabo jabge drolwe lela nyurwa. Denba songwe lelan tazara chewan, tadojo wan song meng dorje chakzara ji. Namjir je drala chenpo dala gongsa sara, da namjir ba dorje chantong she je. Kusong toje tinyenpo dala yongne, dala na mebe sanjo drebe dewa jim. Lamje parche dang dijen jiba le jarwen chenlen zu je. Yang tabe lam lan tribe dingen zenje sema dang treparan zu je. Te dara sanjo matav je barde linga yesong lobe lamde mendo. Tarba sanjo je sosa longro waran zede seren jiden de ya memden be sotam je le jarde. Tashi dang de le pinsong zoba chab jen je bar churaj. Lande mesong wanden de jen de dan nega dam je den ten le je sawa la sowa je dara tabai. Drobara chur jen rowa yong je pardang gung de jonen chodang de mong ge ro doba me. De la de sorwen ten len zu je lobara tabe dabge la soba memden be sotam je le jarde. Tashi dang de le pinsong zoba chab jen je bar chur. Ma re ngen je mo lam dang tu je wang ge ma chi je yen ni ge jen yi shi je yen ni jin je zem zhe je wang gen den le jin koran de nye. Jong ba ran zai de so yong Achi nan nam za wang so chi je Drolma yi shi ge Drolma tam zai ge Drolma wang ge lam mo xia za le jian kan zhong. Jiong mo zha xi zai rei ma me yo lo zang ma de gan zhe zang ma ten ge xiar zang ma ju bin zhe zang ma ma min ju je song ma wei ne yin bi. Ga jun de nye je den ba song wa xiar je yi be song ma tam zai jin qin nam la yi shi la sa zhen meng a wa tu je la si xiu meng a wa de de la do ba. Tu je la si xiu meng a wa sing lab la jiang ring tong meng a wa de de la to ba meng a wa qi nam je ba da jiang kor dang je ba nam la. Go yo go ne sing je lab de sor, song go ne sing je lab de sor, to je go ne sing je lab de, yong den je go ne sing je lab de sor, ten le je go ne sing je lab de. Garchin Dijan Jipale, Jarvan Talen Zuje, Yang Dabalan Lan Tripe, Dingen Zenja Samadan, Tepara Zuj, Tetar Sancho Matoja, Barda, Lenga Yeson, Loba, Lambda, Mondrojan, Darba Sancho, Soso, Londro, Varan Zedas, Jidin Dayam, and Dembe, Sotam Jele, Jarde, Tachidan, Delen, Pizon, Soba, Chab, Je Bara George, London, Mason, Wanden, Dijan, Titan, Nega, Tamjedan, Teleja, Savala, Sova, Jadara, Tabajan, Dropar George, Droa Yonja, Partangonda, Jonen, Chodan, the Mongo, Mudo, Topame, Dela de Sorvent, Zuje, Lobartave, Jagay, La Soba, Mandembe, So, Tamjele, Jart, Tashidan, the Lempezon, Soba, Chapchen, Jepar George, Zayan, Zayan, I'm going to do all the Tibetan. We can Chinese, Sangha can chant Chinese, English, Spanish, Spanish. Chika dewa jembe jungo ne yang lai so pa ne jen ji pa dang de men je le jo para se pa tung zhom chen le yong lai san ze lo pe me din lai sen do ri chu sa we ya se re ye yong ngo dang ka wa cha tu su si je den pa ngư trô la mê cơ lai san tse lo yi chi tu je da nye chom de ten de me bong da ve long je na xia song sa zhong yi zi chom me xiam nye jiang gong ze lai san tse lo ri chu lo ma cơ lai nam ba da ye zha da xin lo bang bong zen den zo do je nam be xia wa Yom chen zhuo wen gong la san ze lo ru zhu lo ma jung be we jen jia wa rei nang ba nga ye tu ka ne dir zi chi jung ba be ra nye je le dir o ma da we king ba jo di ba dan yi sen de je on bei sha zi ba ni xia wa re sa wa ma re ba xia On be jaza bane javara sava mara pasha mane hon. On be jaza bane javara sava mara pasha mane hon. On be jaza bane javara sava mara pasha mane. On be jaza bane javara sava mara pasha mane hon. On be jaza bane javara sava mara pasha mane hon. On be jaza bane javara sava mara pasha. On be jaza bane javara sava mara pasha mane hon. Ben zara sato samaya mane balaya. Benza sato di no ba de chan chen zhou me ba wa su de ka yo me ba wa su bu ka yo me ba wa ane ra do me ba wa sarva isi de men tra yan sarva karma isi zai me isi dan she yan guru hong ha 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 ho banga we sarva tadang gada benzara mami men benzara ba maha samaya sado a sanje genjeng o jirba ye dorjen janjen lama tamba dadang kamson semje male bar chu lo jun lami traji yo Rang yin ji ba chen bi ni ba le zhong zi bar din ji se ri chu la mon cho la jab se song jun ji ba gen le jo ba ran zi de so no. Khenpo and Lopun, please continue the prayers. Chen nam yin de song nang hyo de ne.
Hola so.
Chachang
Jiwa mi bi chu yen na yo je zu na mo zhu ma shu. De sin je kong la de der ma da jiwa kong le cha de sa. Ranjugu yimbara mashe para senyamo wande chirpa yin Mankarwa chambe senje la yon lamo chuje jadus Chunhini jula mashe para tani sege jendane Chentha ngimbe lupala yon yanda ge lamo jadus Opa karwa rangi sa thone gombar mi jeba sawa ngimbe yinwa la yontimbe ramo jadasa saranjo nimi yishe la nisun zimbe pachaji kedara se jan jimbana tunimi je ramo jadasa Yanda geduna nize ja jendre jedendre mishebe Kije tola mumbala yung pinche je lamo chajas Tuja nange sinye je tamche teta yarmeje Tadon home kanzala yung zo sanje je jadoso Rinpoche la soande, gache pache minjon shen, tunje samba japata, chodan tumo ngodo za, tusa sanje ngoro Rinpoche, ngodo kunda dewa chimbosha, Pache kunsa dende tabu sra soan de so sinje la tu su. Namaho ngunsa sanje nawa dai da yesu jiwa tu je sembo da. De samba tu je do na la sanje sansa pa me kur je kur. Deji ngoza pa de me ba ye dewa ji je za we shin kam de da shin de ne chen bu che ma da ji wa shin je pa ma shu pa re de ru ji ne na de shan do shu de ke da ge mo la da pa de Sojo sanje sasen kamje je gemi rubra sinje radus. Eya da pinzandaya avam bodhanaye soha. Sanjo senjo rinpoche. Maje banan je jurose. Chepa nyamba nipa ya kone konde pewa shu mane bime ho mane bime ho mane bime ho mane bime ho Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Mado duje taje yishine mimi shira yomje ngande do duje sira nazo je yando duje samba chela sansalo Om bezra sado 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 Om Bezra Sado, 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 Om Bezra Sado. Bezra Sado, Bezra Sado, Bezra Sado, Bezra Sado, Ishi Du Ji Du Xie, Sa Wai Ka Jia Zhen Jian Zhu, Du Ge Ma Le Dun Jie Ba, Du Jian Jie La Chang Ca Du, Om Bezra Pa Ni Hum, Bezra Pa Ni Hum. Om Bezra Pani Hom, Om Bezra Pani Hom, 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 Bezra Pani Hom. Hom Bezra Pani Hom, Hom Bezra Pe, 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 Ye Wang De Yan Yer De Da, San Ye Da Po Zhi Jir Jin, Ro Wa Chi Jia Ma Le Ba, Ni Ye Sa Lang Gu Pra Shu, Sun Ji Ni Ba Shi Ni Ba, Nye De Ni Le Tan Ju Jin, Ro We Ni Ni Ma Le Ba, Ta De Jung Wa Mi Pra Shu, Sun Ji Ni Ba Shi Ni Ba, Nye De Ni Le Tan Ju Jin, Ro We Ni Ni Ma Le Ba, Ta De Jung Wa Mi Pra Shu, Sun Ji Ni Ba Shi Ni Ba, Nye De Ni Le Tan Ju Jin, Ro We Ni Ni Ma Le Ba, Ta De Jung Wa Mi Pra Shu. 这些
Chenang, thank you. Khenpo Lopung. Everybody, thank you. Tashi Dele. So we have another 1 hour and then going to hear Kenshin Koncho Jamsen Rinpoche coming to share teaching here. And now it's a break time. Take break, okay? Thank you, Sangha. And if you want to come back in the zone, Debe, you're going to open the zone, right?
I'm going to just leave it open, Khenpo, for everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so see you later. Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
感谢
Khenpo.
上师，感谢上
Thank
师，
you, all the Sangha. Tashi
感
Dele.
恩上师，感恩医师，
辛苦了，医师辛苦
See you
了。
later.
感恩上师，
谢谢大家，谢谢天父，
Bye.
谢谢上师，谢谢上师，
谢谢祝谢谢。
Thank you.
感恩上师，
感恩翻译老师，
感恩上
Thank
师，
you。
谢谢上师。
上师，我记得了。
谢谢，谢谢德雷。
Thank you, everyone. We'll leave the Zoom open. Thanks, Zoom team. Thank you, Sharab. And we'll leave Zoom open and take a break for 1 hour. And Kenshin will come on. Thank you.